guys know OpenAI? You guys know ChatGPT?
Yes, yes,
Um,
and yes.
you guys used
I have
that
used
software?
ChatGPT. Yes.
Daniel, have you used any AI?
I haven't
So
touched it.
ever since ChatGPT came out and it became open to the public, everyone has now been touting that this is the next revolution in tech. We have AI still at its infancy, already performing really, really well in terms of like mimicking, I guess, coherent speech, language. Like the model's pretty usable in terms of menial tasks and searches.
They say
Step
it's smart enough to teach high school.
it's small enough. It's good enough to write college essays. Like
Hmm.
it's good enough to be an FAQ from a website for free. So
Hmm.
it's pretty decent. And my second thing was they're releasing GPT-4, which GPT-3 is the engine behind Chat GPT,
Hmm.
which is already pretty incredible. But they're now hyping up the version 4, which not only can be trained. So GPT-3 can only be trained by speech. So they have two engines in GPT-3. One can be trained with images, and one can be trained with speech. So one can like mix images together and make AI art, and then another one that can be trained with different whatever it scrapes, tokenized words and stuff to learn how to put information together. 4 doesn't separate those two things anymore. This engine can now be trained by media, videos and pictures, and words.
Hmm.
And now they put it side by side. They made the two engines take an exam, and it's supposed to be the super comprehensive exam that they give to like college students or graduate students. And Chat GPT, or the engine behind Chat GPT, GPT-3 performed at the bottom 10%, while GPT-4 performed at the top 10%.
Mm.
So apparently, it's supposed to be smarter.
Yeah,
Um,
it's had a lot of time to learn. Yeah,
and they're
lot
and
of
they're
lot
The
of
more
years.
people use it, the more it
Hmm.
learns.
Hmm.
Yeah.
mhm. And it'll only get better. It's at its worst today.
Right.
So that's kind of wild, and that also took 30 minutes of my time at work today because I was really curious where they were going to take it. Although I think they're being delusional because so the concept of general AI is when artificial intelligence could mimic human ways of thinking.
Hmm.
Um, Not like emotions or
Logic.
General
well,
problem solving. Yeah.
correct. So like I could talk to this AI, and it can reciprocate. It can have a conversation with me cohesively, like us talking. It'll have its own personality, but not so much like emotions, if that makes sense.
It would be about
uh,
solving problems without um, being, presented the whole body of knowledge about that thing up front. It would be able to solve new problems the way we are able to solve problems that are
Correct.
not new,
Yes.
but new to us, new to you
Yes.
as an individual.
So that's the holy grail. The general AI, um, they call it AGI, artificial general intelligence. Um, if anybody could make I mean, Terminator 2 is only like a year behind, right? Because
Mm.
that's just
It
incredible
depends on
knowledge.
what it
Um,
decides to do.
GPT-4, or the people behind OpenAI, the people behind GPT-4, claims that their software is almost there. I don't think
No.
so. Um, I give
Are you sure
humans a little bit more
are
credit.
you sure it's
Like
people behind it, or is it artificial intelligence behind it?
This
GPT-4
again, finite thing.
using its own
AI creating
discrimination.
AI. Yeah. Hmm.
Miles Dyson Davis and the thing, the hand fragment.
Yeah.
Yeah, nano machines would be the next step. General
Yeah.
AI on nano machines. But yeah, I couldn't shake like that feeling of like I can't I can only imagine where we would be 10 years from now if technology like this exists already.
Hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, hopefully it can. Maybe it can solve the crisis with the environment.
At
Like,
the end, the problems there. It's not that we don't know what to do. We do. It's just that we really don't want to do what it takes to fix
To do
the
it right.
problem.
It's not profitable. It's not politically,
well, when there's nowhere to,
inclined. It's not
Yeah,
whatever the excuse might be.
when there's
it's a matter
no,
of and if there's like there is an element to say that advancing technology helps because like um, the better battery technology gets to store renewable energy, the better turbines and solar panels get.
Hmm.
It can compete with coal and oil, etc. you know but that takes time. The question is, how much time do we have to let these things happen? Now,
Right.
I think there could be a place for, like, I was watching a YouTube video about this relatively recently too. um, you know think of like how you had planned economies in the past and they were terrible, the Soviet Union, all of that stuff. But like, you look at a company like Walmart or Amazon today, which uses AI to build, at least within themselves, a
Right.
centrally controlled market. Like, they know where their needs are, they know, what resources they have, they know or can reasonably predict like how consumer attitudes and demands will change from what they are right the hell now to what they might be, tomorrow or 3 weeks from now. All the sort
Right.
of things that, I mean, central planning in the Soviet Union was skunked by politics, first of all, but even if everyone was operating on the level, just you're not getting information where it needs to go fast enough for that to work and be a good outcome. And that is where AI could make like
Place itself.
a real change to how society works.
Yeah.
Because we could have a thing that would say, okay, well, I know that I can take this food and send it here for free, give it away, because I know I'll be able to sell this food over here at this price. So we'll be able to give this food away to the needy for free because there's like a whole system understanding that would solve a lot of our waste issues.
hmm.
Well, that's one application. I'm sure there'll be a butt ton of them, but I look forward
Mhm.
to it.
Later.